In this JavaScript tutorial, I'll go over JavaScript operators. Operators can be used to perform mathematical operations, make changes to strings, and perform comparison and logical operations. First, I'll go over arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are used to perform mathematics. You have your standard ones like the plus, negative, multiplication, division. Then you also have modulus, which is if you put a percentage sign, and then it gives the remainder of the division. And then there's a increment and decrement, which adds and subtracts one to the variable. So for example, if we have two values called val1 and val2, I'll name it 7, and then let's print out the result of addition. For example, 1 plus val2, so this should give 11 if we view in browser. As you can see, same thing with subtraction, division, and multiplication. This is multiplication, then division is this sign, and then if you do, let me make this the bigger number, and then if you do modulus, it should give the remainder of the division, as you can see here. And then we had increment and decrement. For example, if you do plus plus your variable, it, since this is 40 right here, it should give 41. So let's save and refresh, as you can see. And negative will be the decrement sign, and it will subtract 1. So this should give 39. When you do the plus sign, for example, val1 plus val2, if this were strings, for example, this is a string, then it will just append this value to the end of this string. If you save and refresh, as you can see right here. So strings, you're able to concatenate them when you with the plus sign. But if you do with any other sign like negative, division, or anything, it will give not a number error, as you can see here. So this is how you add two strings together. Like if this was world and this was hello, and then if you do plus, it will give hello world as one word. Okay, hello. Yes, as you can see right here. Earlier I had forgotten to add this double quote, so it didn't work. So next we have the assignment operators. Basically this right here is the assignment operator. All it does is take the value on the right side here and put it into the left side here. Now let's say if this was a number, and then over here if you do like val1 plus equals 4, what this does is it takes the value 63, adds 4 to this, and then updates val1 to the new value. So this will be updated to 67. So if you display this value here, it should display 67. Same thing with negative. As you can see here, it subtracted 4 from 63, which is 59, and you have the same thing for multiplication, division, and modulus. And if you do modulus 4 from 63, it should give the remainder, as you can see here. Now if you had a string in this case as well, for example, hello here and world, then you had a plus sign here, then this is same thing as writing the previous example where you had the val1 equal hello and val2 hello, and then you were adding them. So this will give hello world as well. So if you save and refresh, as you can see right here. Next we have the comparison operators. Comparison operators are generally used to compare two items, and they'll return true or false. Let me add two variables, val1 and val2 again, and I'll make them numbers. I'll put 5 here and I'll put 6 here. So basically you have, for example, is equal to, and if you do this, it should return false since both are not equal to each other. As you can see here, I mean, if they were both 5, then it should give true. And then there's a not equal to. For example, since these are equal, if you do this, it should give false. And then you have more than, which just compares to see if value 1 is more than val2, then less than, and then more than or equal to, less than and equal to. And then you have, if you put 3 equals, this compares the value and the type. For example, if you have this says 5 and this says 5, and you put this, it should return true because the type is integer in both and the value is also 5. So if you save and refresh, it gives you true. Now if this was a string, for example, like this, in this case, since this is a string and this is a number, now this will give false because even though the values are the same, the type is not. So if you refresh, as you can see, it gives false. Now if you had two equal signs, which is just equal to, it doesn't compare the type, and if you save, even though this is a string and this is a number, since the value is same, this is 5 and this is 5, it will return true, as you can see here. And then there's also not equal to. It will compare the value and the type as well. For example, if you had like this, and if you refresh, did I save? Okay. It gives true because this was a number and this is a string, so it's not equal to. But if you did this, then since the numbers match, it doesn't care for the type, this would be false. So basically, for the equals to, you have 2 equals to, which compares just the values, and then 3 equals to, which compares the values and the data type of the values. For example, if it's a string or integer, then there's also not equal to with double equal sign and a single equal sign, which does the same thing but checks for if it's not equal to the value. Next we have is the logical operators. For example, if we put another variable val3 equal, I'll say 8, and I'll make this 4, and then if you put like n double n%, this what does is it checks, and let me see, I'll put 3 here. If val3 is less than, actually more than val2, and val1 is more than. So, and for clarity, let me put parentheses here. So what this will do is it'll first compare these two and see if it's returning true. Since val1 is more than val2, it will return true, and then this will come check and see if val3 is more than val2. Since it is, then this will also return true. So what the n% does is it acts as the and sign. So if both values are true, then this entire statement will return true. So if I save this and refresh, it should give true. Now if either of the statements was incorrect, it will return false. Next we have the OR sign, which is two pipes. So this will take if either this statement or this statement is true, then this entire statement will return true. For example, with the AND, when I had like this returned false over here. But if you had a OR, since this is false, but this one is true still, since 8 is more than 4, and if you save it, it will return true, as you can see here. Now if this was also false, only then the OR will return false to you. So since both statements are false, and if you refresh, it will give false. Next you have the NOT operator. Let me remove this, and if you save, since val1 is not less than val2, it will return false, as you can see here. I refreshed, but since it's false, it's giving false. But if you put a not here, what this does is it just inverts the result. So in this case, it will give true, as you can see here. So that's pretty much the basic operators you have with the mathematics assignment, logical and comparison operators. If you have any question, leave a comment. Thank you.